What's up, athlete? My name is Coach Paul, and I would love to welcome you to Viori's Active Club. Today, we're gonna do a lower body lift. Everything we're gonna do is gonna consist of quads, hamstrings, glutes, hip hinging, knee bending and extending, calves, feet, ankles, everything lower half. That's what this workout's about. What you need, ideally, are 2 pairs of weights so you can progress and regress with some of the things we're gonna do. Something medium sized, something a little bit heavier than that. I also have a band, booty band. It's not necessary that this be a little bit of a plus for today's workout. I'll be elevating my foot a little bit on this little platform. And then I have a bench as well. All good. If you don't have all of this stuff, all you need are free weights, external resistance, and ideally multiple pairs so you can utilize different weight for the different moves that we're gonna do. Again, we're gonna bend and extend from the knees, bend and extend from the hips. If you have anything going on, always modify, always take a step back if you need to, but also take a step forward if you need to. If you know you came here to work hard, why not get that done? All right, it's gonna be about 45 minutes of work from start to finish, including the warm up and the cool down. So let's get right into it. Warming up we're gonna get the whole body ready, but primarily, of course, the legs. All right, let's do it. And you can always pause me real quick if you don't have your stuff set up. I wanna make sure you have your weights, you have the band if you need it, or if you have a band with you, and anything else you may need to make this workout go well for yourselves. All right, we're gonna get started with just some kicks to get the hamstrings loose. Kick left, kick right, and repeat. We're gonna get the hamstrings, hips, quads, glutes, calves, feet, and your brain ready before the work starts. And lower body lift. We're gonna do as many lower body exercises as we can in a short time frame, getting the bang for buck moves for our quads, our glutes, and the hamstrings, even the calves as well. You keep kicking with me for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now let's lunge and twist toward the forward leg, getting a good hip stretch in that back leg. Lunge, twist. You can even take a knee if you want to enhance that stretch for an extra second or two. And breathe. I'm in a warm room, so you're gonna notice me getting sweaty immediately. Well, the whole purpose of these first moves is to just warm your body up, connect your brain more to your legs, to your limbs. Let's keep lunging for 3 more. 1, turn this music up a little bit. Hey, 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 hey. 2, and 3. All right, now we're gonna squat very slowly though. A slow squat. You can widen out your stance if you need to. You can lift your heels up as well. I have to, just to get maximum depth sometimes. It's not a bad thing to lift your heels up when you squat. Yeah, just real slow squats. It's already happening. Already sweating in my strato tech tee. Let's try to go down slow and go up slow. And again, I'm only lifting my heels up so I can keep my torso upright. I don't want to have to hip hinge too much in the squat. I'm an athlete, so I like to work on my ankle strength, make my ankles resilient. Let's do 1 more squat, then we're gonna go on the ground. Good, that's all it takes. Now we're on the ground, marching glute bridge. Hands planted, hips extended, and you can put your hands on your stomach just to make sure your core is involved, but we're just marching and planting that foot softly. Try not to kick the ground. You just plant that foot down, super soft. Let's count to 5 with a good pause at the top. 4, 3, 2, and crunches time, or let's do some crunches. Legs are up, let's reach up and reach back real quick. This will warm up the abdominal wall. Keep crunching. We're gonna flip it over, do 1 plank exercise. Count to 5 crunches. 4, 3, 2, and let's flip it over. High plank position. Holding this plank, let's hold it still and kick a leg out at a 45-degree angle. Pause and drop. If that gets too hard, of course, just drop your knees to the floor. We're trying to maintain almost a little bit of a flexed spine. So your abs are tucked in, your butt's contracted. Let's keep lifting. Let's count to 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Last thing for our warm up, let's hop. Pogo hops, feet, ankles, calves. Every day, I try to do stuff like this just to keep you springy, keep you bouncy, keep your ankles strong and resilient so you don't get sprained ankles throughout life. Keep you athletic too. Let's do 10 more seconds. This is it for the warm up. 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right, I have everything I need. I just gotta get a towel real quick because I'm sweating. So grabbing my towel, we're gonna have everything go for time. And I'll tell you when we start, when we're in the middle, and when we're about to end. T-end, when we're about to end. So I'm gonna get these weights off the bench because we're gonna do something body weight first. And we're gonna be doing trisets. We're gonna be doing 3 exercises back to back to back, trying to make them short rest in between, then we rest after the 3rd exercise. Right now, kind of similar to what we just did on the ground. It's a marching glute bridge, but this time I'm elevated instead of being on the floor. So if you're on the floor last time, same thing from the floor. But this is exercise number 1 of our tricep. We're always gonna try to hit glutes, quads, and hamstrings. Glutes, quads, hamstrings within every tricep. Let's do this for 45 seconds. This is our first set of 3. We're gonna take off in 3, in 2, and 1. Marching glute bridge. I mentioned before, you're gonna have your hands on your stomach just to make sure your core is with you, is with your glutes. 1 hip extends, 1 hip shortens, and you're breathing. No rush. We got about 15 seconds left. March. And try to make sure there's some energy in your feet too. Flex your feet. We got 3, 2, and 1. Yes, yes. So right from there, I want to do an overhead squat. Whoo, already happening. So I'm gonna put this band on my leg just to add some lower body resistance. But we're doing this body weight. Overhead squat, I'm just gonna reach my hands over my head and squat down. Let's do 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, standing up. Squatting down, standing up. You want to maintain the same spine angle. You don't want to flex your spine too much at the bottom. Again, it's not a big deal if your heels are coming up. You can always widen out your stance so the heels won't come up, but I'll try to keep somewhat of a narrow stance, not too wide when I squat. Ooh, we got 10 seconds. We're doing 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Awesome. All right. You probably guessed it. For the hamstrings, we're just going to do a good old good morning, hinging from the hip. Next set, we're going to add weight to all these exercises. Right now, hands behind your head. Soft bending your knees. Try to open up your chest a little bit. You just hinge at the hip. Maintain that same angle with your spine. 45, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it. Notice I'm not going fast with this first set. There's no need to. Again, this is a lower body lift. So we're trying to focus on the lengthening and shortening of all muscles. Want to feel your hammies at the bottom, even your back. Keep your elbows out of your peripheral vision, out of your side view. 15 seconds. Just warming here. We got 1 more. And that's good. So that's 1 set. All body weight. Now we're simply going to do all those same exercises, except add weight to all of them. Add weight to all of them. So what I'm going to do is put 1 light dumbbell, well, not light, medium dumbbell, on my waist. This time we're going to alternate a single leg hip thrust. Dropping hips with both feet on the floor, pushing 1 foot in the ground, and then we switch. Lift the other foot and drop. We don't have to lift this other leg super high. Let's do that single leg hip thrust. 45, 3, 2, 1. Drop, push, drop, push. We don't want to, extend the back too much. You still want to keep your abs crunched in. Let's keep going slow. Keep taking our time. Pausing at the top every rep if we can. Ten seconds. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1. Woo. And 2. Awesome. 45 seconds of a hip thrust, and we're going to go to a weighted squat now. Again, just trying to hit glutes, quads, hammies, but they're all getting hit in every single movement. They're the primary muscle in certain exercises. Like right now, squats, front loaded, quad dominant, and with my heels coming up too. But let's try 45 seconds of it. It's hot. All right, ready, set, go. Let's hit it. I want to let the weights rack on my body and keep them parallel as I go down. Don't let them dip forward too much. Let's take our time. Down slow. Fire up. Different tempos when we lift weight. Control the eccentric and the concentric too. But the eccentric is the most important when you lengthen. Most important part. Ooh. 2 more. Awesome. Oh. All right, now if you're working out in a warm room like me, Take time to rest in between, not too long though. I did say we're gonna rest after the third exercise. We got our RDL now. I'm gonna start this moderately. I'm gonna hold this way actually, hold the barrel. So now, hinging at the hip, standing tall with resistance. Keeping your shoulders rolled back, proud chest, soft bend in the knees, posterior chain. Let's hit it in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Hinge and stand. And it's the same thing with the RDL too. You wanna stop the movement if you feel your spine rounding, or if you feel the position of your spine being compromised. Yes, hammies. Let's just connect to the hammies for this right now. A few more reps. 2 more. 1, 2. One more set. I'm sure you can get the concept of what I got going here. We're just trying to progress and add weight, make the exercises a little bit more, not harder, but more useful for what our body is going through. So we're still resting, but now I'm gonna use 2 weights for a hip thrust. Just adding more weight to my glutes. And same thing for the squat. I'm gonna use my heavier weights for the squat and use 2 weights for the RDL. Woo! So third set, always your best set. Try to add pauses, try to control. Or just follow my tempo. You'll be set up for success. Let's do it. I'm putting both weights on, right in my hip pocket, the barrel going in my hip pocket, bottom of my shoulder blades, going on the edge of the bench. I got the clock. Let's start it in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. 1 glute at a time. Right, drop, left, drop. You see how I'm holding just one side of the dumbbell, making sure they're square and secure on top of my hips. All we gotta do is extend the hip of the working glute. Extend the hip of the working glute. Ooh. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoo. Yeah, if you're in your own gym by yourself or your house, you can, sometimes you have to throw the weights down. All right, let's transition quickly to our squat. So I'm making the choice to use heavier weight. You're gonna see me struggle a little bit. That's how change happens, as y'all know. Let's do it. Hey! Squatting slow. I gotta get the clock started first. All right, same time, 45 seconds. Just take a few seconds for every rep. Go. It doesn't make it more effective if we just rush. It makes it more effective if we take our time, especially when we're long and at the weak points. Let's go slow. Lots of time. Let's get 4 more reps. Last one. Great. So all it takes is just a little bit of weight being added to progress the strain and the stress the muscles are going through. Whew! All right, good old RDL. I don't say deadlift. A deadlift is when you're picking something up from a dead position. It's just a hip hinge. Let's do it. All right, last set. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. Hip hinge and stand. Keep the weights close to your body. Try not to lose the posture that you have when you're standing up. This same posture, you're maintaining it throughout the exercise. And I don't always put the weights right in front of my body. It's all a preference, but I kind of have them at an angle to the side. Feel my back a little bit more. Can use my back more that way. 2 more. Last one. There it is. All right, I'm sure you're not sweating like I am. I mean, I'm in a warm room and my body releases heat very quickly. And plus, I do have kind of heavy weight. I can do more, of course, but I'm not trying to destroy myself in front of y'all. All right, Active Club. If you're ready to move on, I am. We're gonna do more lower body lifting, more lower body exercises, thinking about backside, front side, pretty much. This is called a reverse plank. Actually, we're gonna do a bent knee first. So we're gonna progress. First set, so you can grab a chair or use a bed or a couch, but I have my heels putting pressure on this bench. All I'm gonna do is push my hips up and drag my heels back. Hips up, heels are dragging back. A lot of hamstring, and of course, as the hips extend, we're contracting the glutes. Let's try this one now. Different angle, hitting the glutes and the hamstrings. Let's hit 45 seconds of it in 3, 2, and 1. Again, you can use a chair or a couch, but as your hips go up, drag your heels on whatever surface that is. You feel a lot of hamstring that way. Woo! A ton of hamstring. You use your hands to help push your body up. Perfect. We got time. Let's do 3 more. 1, drag those heels back. 2, and 3. Woo! Yes. All right, we're gonna do a single leg squat. Boom. Single leg squat. We're gonna come back to that band too, trust me. So I'm gonna use this. I like to elevate my forward leg. What this does is it makes my body be further away from the ground, further away from where my back foot is leveled off at, so I can get deeper into the working leg. I'm gonna use 1 dumbbell for the first set, and I'm gonna add a rotation here too. So let's do a single leg squat with the rotation over the forward leg. All right? You can hold this weight at your chest for this set. We're gonna twist over that leg and then stand tall for time. It's good to work rotation in all types of ways, but of course in an unstable atmosphere to help promote more stability, more athleticism, more awareness. Let's do 40 seconds of it in 3, 2, and 1. Rotate, stand. You want to have the same angle in your shin as you do in your torso. Yeah, it burns, it hurts already. It's always good to take a quick rest and then hop back in. Finish better than we started. 2 more. Last one. Woo! That's good. And this is why I try to always remind people to go slow. Every time I do this stuff, I always want to remind you to go slower. Take your time. Ooh, because that makes exercises that much more effective, not harder, effective. All right, y'all ready? Other leg, 3, 2, 1. Some of y'all are probably like, hurry up, I'm ready. Not too much pressure in that back leg either. Ooh. All right, halfway. Couple more of these. Ten seconds or 5 seconds. Let's do one more. Oh! Lower body lift. So with that exercise, of course, you have a chance to hit more of your quads. We're bending the knees, extending the quad. But the rotation helps us bring more weight to the glute. The hip hinge as well helps us stretch out a little bit more of the back of the leg. But yeah, I'm resting for a second. I don't have any water. I'll survive though. Get a sip if you need it. These are in charcoal, if you're wondering. Core shorts and charcoal. This is Aspen, Heather, I believe so. Looks good though, right? Let's continue. I'll stop focusing on myself. Reverse plank, we're gonna do that reverse plank this time. So legs are straight. It'll be more hamstring focus. Heels up here. You're gonna extend the hips. Try to keep your legs, excuse me, keep your legs as straight as you can. Knee drive, drop that foot off soft. And again, you have a chair, a couch, a sofa, anything household you can use to elevate your heels is great. If not, just do it flat on the ground. And bend your knees if it gets too hard. But butt is off the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Knee drive, plant soft. Knee drive, soft. I'm on beat. Yeah, you're practicing the end range of like when you sprint. This is a position your legs are in when you're sprinting. One leg fully locked out, other hip flexed. Let's count to 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yep. All right, 2 weights. We're still gonna rotate. So if you have them, let's use 2 weights. If not, just the same weight that you just used. We're still gonna rotate toward that down leg. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, so just adding weight so we're progressing, making the muscle work a bit harder. You can always go slower too. 40 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it right now. So I'm reaching the outside arm back, and the other arm more so, I'm gonna reach it kind of underneath. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Squat, rotate, keep your arms close to your body. Keep the dumbbells close to the alignment of your body. Woo! We're doing 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And again, just a reminder, I'm using this. I don't know if you noticed or you saw, but my back knee gets beneath the level of this stack. So it helps my forward working leg keep tension beneath the level of where my foot is. You want to get maximum flexion basically in the working leg. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Get those weights. Let's rotate and twist. And again, don't reach the weights away from your body. Keep them close to you. Keep them close. Arms stay close too. Woo! This is good. Okay, let's do 2 more, real quick, 2 more. Last one. Whew. Good work, good work. All right. We're gonna do 2 sets of that and move on. We have another round of a tricep. That was a superset, 1, 2. Now we're gonna do 3 exercises. I want to move side to side a little bit. So lateral lunges, Cossack squats, people call them either or, but they're a dynamic plank. And then we're going to do some calf raises, thinking about the feet, ankles, and the calves. So Cossack squatting, moving side to side, squatting side to side. Let's do body weight first set. We're going to reach the hands forward, push the hips back. Reach the hands forward, push the hips back, and it's all good if your heel comes up a little bit. Again, all of our anatomy is different. You want to try to keep the heel and the foot flat, but if it comes up so you can keep your torso more upright, that's just fine. Let's do that side to side, 45 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Thinking about glutes. Thinking about quads, thinking about adductors. This is really good, the Cossack squat, to strengthen and open up your hips. One of the best exercises to do for hip development, connecting your quads to your hips and your glutes, inner thighs. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, good. All right, now beast plank. Check me out. Beast plank, high plank position. We rock the hips back, shoot forward. It's almost like you're squatting horizontally, squatting from a high plank. I think about quads a lot with this. We're thinking about quads, core, knee, flexion, and extension. Let's do 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Knees back, lock out. Lock out. Lock out. You almost want to bring shoulders above your fingers and shift to your tippy toes. Don't poke your butt up. Keep your back flat. Beast. Bend. Extend. It's basically like a squat from a plank. That was the last one. Whoo! All right, I'm gonna use this band. Where'd my band go? I'm gonna use this band for our calf raise. Just to add tension to my legs. So here goes the band. I'm gonna sit in a half squat, raise the hips up and down as the heels come up and down. First set, a little body weight, arms overhead. 3, 2, 1. Heels up, heels down. Heels up and down. Let the hips raise up a little bit too. You don't just want to move from the ankles. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna help the legs burn up a little bit too when they go up and down. I know I need to work on my calves more because I feel the burn. Barely after doing 10 reps. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Cossack squat, plank, calf raise. And again, we're gonna easily modify that or progress that by adding some weight for the next set. So I'm gonna use one dumbbell for the next set of coccyx, but try to sink really deep. And again, I have one extra weight now, some more resistance. Let's get right into this. Lower body lift, last tricep, 3, 2, and 1. Hip hinge and knee bend. So hip hinge involved with the coccyx. You can rotate that outside leg. So again, we're shifting as much weight as we can to the working side. Keep the weight, don't reach it away from you. Keep it almost underneath your center of mass. 45 total seconds, so we got a few more left. 10 to be exact. 2 more reps. Last one. Here it is. Ooh. 2 sets down. Now let's do a beast plank and tap our foot outside the hand. Beast, tap, the other leg's locked out. Beast, tap, other leg's locked out. All right, let's hit that. Try to get a good start control, but build up that pace. 3, 2, 1, beast, tap. And make sure that other leg is fully locked out. You're pushing off those toes, off the ball of your foot, and shifting all the way forward, and getting this foot as close as you can to your pinky, or maybe even in front of it. Keep working with me. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. All right, quick rest. If you had a band, use the band. I'm gonna hold a weight for this calf raise at my chest. All right, let's do the big one. 30 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Calf raise. And find a little stillness at the top and come down with control. Ideally, we want to have the balls of your feet and your toes on an elevated surface so we can get more of a stretch with the calves, but it's all good. We're still working. We're in this low squat for 2, 1, and now we made it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This, you can get a little extra stretch. That's always kind of what you want, so we can be stretched out and activated while the foot's flat, because on this surface, we're not activated. You get what I'm saying? But let's do one more set of a cossack squat. Use heavier weight. Try to go slower, get deeper. I'm using heavier weight, and I'm gonna try to get deeper in these reps. Last one, then we're done. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights in between my legs. Feet are wide. Hip at the hinge. Hip at the hinge. Hinge at the hip. That's what I meant to say. Hinge at the hip, bend the knees. Hip hinge, knee bend. Let's count to 4 reps. 1, 2, 3, last one. 4! Sorry. I gotta yell and scream sometimes. All right, let's do a high plank butt kick. So high plank position, heels kicking the butt. Almost lift your knees as you bring your heel to your butt. You can always go faster than that too and just run and do running butt kicks. Let's do 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shift forward, kick, kick, kick. Just go one leg to the other. You can make it fast by running or slow it down here. kick. Home stretch. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! One more calf raise. I'm not gonna do a band because I want to hold, again, more weight in between my legs this time. Let's make it the hardest set yet. Sitting low in the calf raise, and then we're done. Last 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it. Heels up, heels down, and down. Just find stillness. Oh, yep. Try not to fall over. Stillness as the heels raise up. Hips lift as the heels lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm leaking sweat. I don't know if you got to this point, but man, that feels like a good workout. And again, a lot of people in this world, that's all they're doing. Lunging, squatting in different directions, extending the hips. And over time, they just add different forms of stress, whether it's changing the tempo, adding the weight. You can do this hip stretch with me while I ramble to you real quick. But yeah, that's a lower body lift. Every time I focus on lower body, it's, okay, how can I get everything in 360 degrees hit during the session? And I think we did that. We can switch sides, other hip. We're just gonna do a few quick cool down stretches, but take more time if needed. Again, I want you to make sure your body is ready to go for the next part of your day, evening, morning, wherever time you're doing this at. And now let's do a bend over toe touch, kind of letting the body become dead weight. While you're down here, you can twist to the left, pull to the middle, twist to the right. Let's do this lastly. Let's do a little circle. Hips go forward, to the side, back, and then go back around in a big circle. This is good. Again, I feel accomplished. Again, I don't have to lift the heaviest weight to feel accomplished. It's just about taking one more step closer to a version of yourself that you're not. And every time we stress ourselves out, sweat, move our body, we're taking another step closer to a better, more elevated, optimized version of who we are. So thank you. Again, my name is Coach Paul Wright. You can find me on Instagram at @thatgetright. I'm on TikTok too. I love to share good vibes, love to do workouts. I'll just do everything and anything fitness. So if you want a personal trainer too, I'll do online stuff. But thank you, Active Club. I really appreciate y'all. I got a lot more to come, a lot of workouts in this next section of Active Clubs. So check me out. I'll see y'all soon.